Hi, I'm Riley, and I've been speaking out against guns for 15 years, and it's finally time we show the world how to be safe. Historical data has shown that criminals listen to laws and also abide to gun-free zones. For example, schools, movie theaters, like all gun-free zones, they work. Come on, name one that's had a shooting in the last 10 years. You can't, right? You can't. So help me raise awareness by posting these informational signs outside of your house, outside of your business, like wherever you want, to let criminals know we're victims. And if you really want, come and rape and murder our families without consequence. Oh, jeez, I'm in a gas right now, I tell ya. So help me ban these tools. Everybody knows that they're laser-guided ghost guns that promote cancer and global warming. Not to mention... it kills puppies. I mean, I shouldn't even have to have an argument after that. It kills puppies. Who wants to kill puppies? So let's stand together as victims and show the world we don't have to be responsible for our own safety.
All right. That was a good little video. I'll have to link his YouTube channel down in the description. Welcome to the Wednesday night live stream. We got some giveaways tonight. We're probably going to take a little bit of a deeper dive down into 3D printing. I found some cool stuff online, new technologies that I kind of want to show you guys. We'll kind of go over a bunch of stuff. So to get started, I wanted to kind of go over some of the raffles that we have coming up. Some of the raffles you guys can get in on if you're interested. So I guess let's just let's jump right on into that. Let's see here. Whoops. Let's do this. Boom, there we go. Yeah, don't forget, we do have a giveaway coming up. To enter into the giveaway, just go over to the forum, join the VIP. You can enter it. This is the Gledhill Customs V2. It's that exact same model right there. So we will be giving that away. I think it's on, oh, there it is, on 3/30. So March 30th. So that is not this next stream, but the following one. So we only got 2 weeks, it looks like, to join VIP to enter and to win this. What's up, guys? How you doing? In the gutter, looking at the stars. How you doing? What's up, dude? All the way from the other side of the country. How you doing? How's it hanging? What's up? Welcome in. Tree, welcome, guys. I think Michelle, I think you guys are out also tuning in. So thank you guys very much. Yeah, so if you want to enter to win this, just head over to 2AllDay.com and join VIP. That'll get you into to win this guy here. So some other cool things that we have going on is over here. We are giving away or raffling off the VMAC side cocking receiver kit. So everything you see in that picture is what's in the raffle here. It is $30 an entry. Once we get 30, we're going to close it out and do it. Might even do it a little earlier at like 25 entries. It just depends how fast we can kind of get that filled up. So you don't have to be VIP to enter into any of these other auctions that we're going to be going over. You can just be, there's a free membership. So if you want to be over here, it's free. There are instructions down here on how you kind of can enter in all to all the raffles. So we got that VMAC. And also, if you want to read more about that, it is from Velocity Firearms. So you can go check them out on just Google Velocity Firearms. It's similar to like the Wind Chimes kit too from MAF. Anyways, that's the VMAC. Those have been sold out also, by the way, for about 6 to 8 months. So super hard to get. Yeah, so check that out. Also, we are giving away the G43 or raffling off the OEM lower parts kit. Most of the internal parts that we will be raffling off or giving away here are all OEM. Try to stick with OEM as much as I can. So $8 an entry for this guy here. Also, we do have, it looks like a complete upper from 9X, complete slide and barrel and everything. So you would get the that black vapor right there, the black slide, the black barrel, along with a 9X19. I think that's who they are. Anyways, the upper parts kit right there, and a OEM recoil spring assembly. So that's all in the auction or the raffle. So that's $35 an entry. Here, I'll close some of these. Let's see if we can get this to go a little bit faster. We're also doing a OEM G19 lower parts kit with the upgraded ejector. So you want to take a look, check that out. There's the upgraded ejector. You can see it's OEM. All the parts will come in individual baggies like that. And that one, so I listed them all out here as well, so you can see the part number and all of that. $8 also for that one. So if you need a parts kit, that's a fun way to get it. And then this was really cool. So Swamp Fox did a limited edition G17, the Wolverine bundle with the Liberty red dot. And also, so it's this Battle Worn gray one here in the picture. But what's cool is the that steel, shoot, what do they call it? The iron sides. That is also Battle Worn gray. So that's a custom Battle Worn gray stainless steel iron sides to go on top of the Liberty red dot. So you get that whole package right there. It doesn't come with the barrel or a parts kit, but it's essentially that whole package. $35 to enter and to win that one. And again, as soon as these start to close up, we'll get some other stuff out there as well to get some more raffles kind of going. So that is enough about that. And let's kind of close that off. So we did the Glad Hill a little bit later today. Nick, how you doing, bud? A little bit later today. Thanks for tuning in and joining us. We will be giving away some Rook rails. So I have them right here. So as promised, got another set of Rook we're going to be giving away tonight. And then also, if anyone's interested, again, I've only gotten a couple of things from the Glock store. When I was first getting into, P80s and building my own stuff, I came across this in my toolbox. So if anybody wants it, we will also try to auction this off or give it away for free tonight. It is the double diamond 3.5 pound connector. So brand new in the box. So if you want that, we'll give that away too a little bit later. Let's see. Let's jump into a couple of things. So we are live streaming Wednesdays at 7. How is that working out for you guys? Do you guys like Wednesdays at 7? I could always push out a little later. Then it gets for people on the East Coast kind of tough to stay up that late and watch. We can go on a different day if you guys want. I just figured this is what everyone was used to. So why not just kind of pick up where we left off and do this. I do have, so I had some questions. I guess we'll just jump right into 3D a little bit. Someone wanted to see my settings on what I was printing with and kind of how I was printing. I guess before I jump into that, I do want to show you my latest print. So I've been trying to teach myself Fusion 360 and using like the FMDA, like just a blank template file that I can just redesign and kind of make some cool stipples and stuff. You guys all know I probably got the Bandit slide from Steel City Arsenal from Smoking the Bandit. So I wanted to make a tribute slide for that. So what I did was I uploaded the FMDA DD17.2 or whatever, printed it out. I messed up on the painting, so I'm not an artist. I'm no Bob Ross. Happy trees. But I will reprint this and kind of get it painted to how I like it. But just to show you guys kind of like a prototype of what we're looking at, was this is kind of how the first part of it came out. So you can see their logo there, Smokey the Bandit. And then I put the license plate up there, 76 Georgia Band 1. So that was the one side. And you can see it's actually a pretty decent print. Like you can see if the light will show you, it came out super clean. Look at that glass. So super clean. And then the other side of the frame looks like this. So I try to do a portrait of Burt Reynolds. That's kind of up close there, eastbound and down. You can kind of see how that wasn't, I don't think I raised that off the frame enough. So when I went to paint it, my brush like got a little bit of paint on the frame. I tried to get it off. It just smeared everywhere. So, and then again, the license plate there. So that was the custom Smoking the Bandit. It's going to have the gold trigger, the gold bronze battle worn trigger, and then the gold battle worn slide. I'm trying to get a vapor barrel for that as well, like the tin vapor barrel, or maybe even a chrome one. So that's what that'll look like. So yeah, Fusion 360, there's a couple videos that I watched that really was just like, hey man, start with a sketch and then do some things. I'll put them over at the forum, kind of how I got started. It was literally like 3 or 4 5-minute videos, and it got me to this point. So if I can do it, you can do it. Fusion 360 is also free, or they have free editions as well. So you definitely want to check that out. Let's see. Time is fine. Okay, if you change it, go earlier. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll definitely take a look at that. And then, okay, Nick, so you're not going to be available. Okay, cool. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, it was a great print. I'll show you another print here. Oh, shoot. While I was going over the VMAX, I meant to show you. So one of the things that you can print with it, one of my first prints, when I had my Ender 3 and it wasn't dialed in. So I'm rocking a Prusa right now, but on my Ender 3, one of my very first prints that kind of got me into this. So the mag's not loaded. There's nothing in the chamber either. But one of my first prints was the Mac Daddy. And so I tried to use Tinkercad, I think, and I used Blender and a couple other programs to try to create a little logo that I put on here. And then I put the Mac Daddy name. So again, don't hate. This was one of my first prints, and I've learned a lot since then. But hey, it just shows, you know, where you can start and where you can go. But essentially, so this is what like the Mac Daddy would look like. And so that's what the upper that we're giving away would kind of also look like. So there's that side. Here's that side. And then if you want to see a mag in it, it takes Glock mags, which is awesome. So there's that. And I just put a little light laser, green laser combo on it. So that's the Mac Daddy. And we're giving away the parts kit to build this whole thing out. Obviously minus this frame, but you can get the file for free to print it. So check that out. That's the VMAX 9. It's awesome. And it should also have a collapsible brace that goes right here as well. You can see there's a spot for it. There's an adapter that you can print out. I have the brace, I just don't have it attached. So you can put a pistol brace on here as well. So that's the Mac Daddy. There are a couple other versions you can use. So you could use like the mac and cheese. I think there's a sumac. There's quite a few files that you can print for the Mac 10 upper. Cool. Okay, so where were we? Prusa. Yeah. So you guys want to see my files. So I have saved, I've never closed Prusa after printing this. So I have this loaded up into it. So you can kind of see the exact settings that I printed this. And I am Rails, probably why it came out so clean. Rails down, gang for life. The inside isn't beautiful, but I think it's functional and it'll work, and you can always clean it up. If you guys want to see the inside, let's see if I can get the light. So there's just essentially like that strip there. But other than that, it's smooth to the touch. It just looks kind of, not super good. Take a razor blade or a X-Acto knife and just kind of smooth it out if you want. But again, I'm not worried really about that because it functions just fine. So yeah, that was one of my first prints. My very first print, I'll show you guys next time. My very first print was the Space Gat 22 from Booligan. And that came out better than this, believe it or not. And I think it's because I just didn't have this tuned into my filament, the right filament that I was using. So you can kind of see like why I say it wasn't super good. It's because like up here on the corners, it was lifting up off the bed. So it just wasn't the super best. I think I had printed it downward like that. So rails down for this as well. And so there were supports that came all up in here. And this was really the only part of the frame that was touching the bed. But yeah, I'll show you the Space Gat next week. That's tucked away. I do have a summer project that I want to, if we can get a couple more people to kind of tune in, maybe we'll do like a build series. And I'm sure you guys have probably already all seen this, but I do want to show you this sweet video of this. This is trying to be maybe like a summer project that I want to do. So check this out. Let me know if you've seen this video. It's like a 30-second video. But if you haven't, this is some inspiration. It's pretty badass. So check this out.
We need guns. Alexa, close the drawer. Alexa, we need lots of guns.
Yeah. So that I think I'm gonna try to build that from scratch this summer. So if you guys want to see a build series on that, like start to finish, I'll put together like a build of materials list. So in case any of you guys want to try to build something like that. What I've kind of researched or found out right now is that it's a lot easier to build it from scratch, build your own cabinet in your own dimensions rather than it is to take something like that and retrofit it. I looked and there's actually a company that makes that. And I think they start at like $8,000. I was like, wow. All you have to use is like a linear actuator, or they even make TV lift kits for hidden TVs that will do that lift. And then probably just a Raspberry Pi, and I'm sure there's coding or some type of file that you can just download for your Raspberry Pi to control all that and make it smart. So if you want to see a build series on that, let me know, and I'll set up a camera and I'll try to film, how I did it, some hard things that I ran into, some do's, some don'ts, whatever. But hopefully I can build that this summer because that would be awesome. So I guess we can do. Yeah, I know he is right. That's not what he intended Alexa for at all. But that's the fun of it, right? That is the fun of it. Also, and yeah, we'll do Prusa first. I guess we'll do Prusa. So I'll pop over. Max Wolf, how you doing? Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Perfect time to tune in. We're just going to jump into Prusa really quick and take a look at some settings on how this bad boy was made right here. Eastbound and down. This is the FMDA DD 17.2 remixed through Fusion 360. Caught you up. All right, so let's jump into to Prusa. If it'll come up. Boom, here we go. So here's Prusa. You can see that I have the frame sliced here already. That's what my supports look like after it's sliced. And I need to kind of fine tune my settings. So I'm using a version of the Chairman 1 settings. So he doesn't have a profile, so to say, released, but he does in the README list a bunch of settings on, how to make it not stick to the stippling. So for example, like if you come in here, you can kind of see how it's hanging off. And then also, if we were to just kind of bring this down a smidge, let's see, you should be able to kind of see. So I try to make it, I guess a good place to look would be like right. I try to make it to where my supports don't really touch the frame, if that makes sense. What in a nutshell, what that does is that makes it super easy to kind of pull this channel part off right here. You just pull it barely and the whole thing comes off. And so, if I were to kind of move that in a little bit closer, and if you guys wanted to kind of, see that. So I try to make it, so I need to tweak this one just a little bit, and that'll actually even make the print come out even a little bit cleaner. It will have to do a little bit of bridging in there, but it'll come out a little cleaner. So I do print at 0.15 millimeter layer heights. It's one of the Prusa settings in here, so you can just kind of scroll down and see the settings. I just do the quality. So that's the one that I do. And you can see I have like a Hoffman profile to print the Hoffman Tactical Super AR lower. I also did a remix between his settings and Chairman's settings. But when I'm doing this kind of stuff, I kind of just stick with Chairman. So some of my settings, kind of what they look like, layers, I'll just kind of go over the basic stuff. We won't get super deep, but if you want, you can take some screenshots. So I'll do 6 perimeters, around the outside. That seems to work for me. Also, so these settings, they work for me. They may not work for you. Just take it with a grain of salt, but this is a good baseline that I found. So some things, let's see. So these are all normal stock stuff. Seam position is nearest, fill gaps. And the one that I changed, I guess it'd be probably support is where I need to go. I have enabled ironing. That's what makes the surface that you saw so smooth like glass on the top layer surface. Monotonic is on for Prusa Slicer. Cura, I don't know if Cura has monotonic. It's been a minute since I've used Cura. I know they have ironing. They might have something very similar to monotonic now, though. I think they did. So anyways, these are the settings. I do 100% infill all the time. Cura used to have it to where you'd have to do 99% or else it would take like 5 days to do the print at 100. So I don't know if Cura still has that issue or not. So if any of you guys are using Cura, let me know if they've solved that bug. But I do the rectilinear inside. Hoffman, for his rectilinear, he has you set it to a certain way. So he has you set like the directions, I guess. So that way the infill always goes the same direction, like long-wise with the slide. So that's that. So what's cool is, so I always just do a skirt. I don't really do a brim around it. But what's cool is generate. So I always paint on my own supports. I can show you how to do that very briefly, just in case you're wondering. So Cura has the tree supports. This doesn't really have tree supports, but you can paint on your own, and I'm sure you can do that in Cura as well. So the setting that, though, I think is super important is this one right here, XY separation between an object and its support. So what that does is that will make it to where the support may not necessarily connect to your frame or to your piece that you're printing. So this is saying essentially that 1.3 millimeters should be the distance between the support and my object, I believe. And you can do it as a percent or as millimeters. A lot of people say anywhere between like 50 and 60 to 80% is good. Chairman says to set it, I think, at 1.3. I had tried that. It was still a little too close for me. So I think I initially had bumped this up even to like 1.5 or 1.6. And I think that was really good. So I'm going to play around with that and dial that in a little bit more because I think it had got changed. I'd swapped profiles and never changed it back. So anyways, then also, so let's see. So speed, all these are set. So 45, 80, I think 80 is the fastest that I have anything going. And I think all of those got reset. So I need to change those back. I normally don't go that fast. You can, but you should actually change those back down. These are all the settings, though, that the Bandit Smoking the Bandit slide were printed with. So, I mean, I guess it worked. I did get a little bit of ghosting on the Smoking and Bandit logo, though. So I think I might slow it down a little bit on the next print, and that should solve my ghosting issue, I think. Other than that, these are all just stock profile from Prusa. Advanced, let's see. These are all the same. Bridge flow ratio. So yeah, these are just my settings. And maybe we'll dive into them again once I kind of get it actually dialed in super good. And then filament's just filament. Yeah, so that's the settings. So if you want to see how to paint on supports and kind of what that looks like really quick, we can go over to here, and my gun will look kind of funny because over here, if you put on force support and forces only, you can go over to this little icon here and do that. So, oh man, my screen is going to be all messed up. This is too small. So red is where I don't want any supports, and blue is where I do want supports. So I just go through with my mouse and I right click. You can right click. You can right click on it if you want and see you can draw supports where you do or don't want it. I also kind of just do, and say you wanted supports on here, you could left click and that will put supports all right there. But I do not want supports anywhere there. And then I just send this over to Octoprint. I have it all connected to Wi-Fi and I just print it straight from here. and it does its thing. So that is Prusa. You guys have any questions about Prusa? My settings? Anything going on with your guys' prints? If not, we will go back to, let's see. All right. So that's a little bit of Prusa. All right, we are moving along, and man, I could have swore there was. Is there another video that I wanted to watch? Maybe not. All right, so I guess we have. Is anybody interested in? We could do a spin really quick. We'll kind of keep this interesting. Anybody interested in the double diamond 3.5 pound connector? I think it's for a 19. Or for P80 people, it'd be a 940 C, SC, any of those. If you are, you could type, you could do hashtag diamond. You do hashtag diamond in the chat. We'll give that away in just about a minute or two. Oh, I know what I wanted to show you guys. So while I give you guys a second for that, and we're still kind of talking about 3D printing, I do want to show you this sweet video that I came across. So technology is insane, man. So 3D printing, typically you think of like the X, the Y, and the Z. Well, I came across something, and I don't know if anybody else saw this. Yeah, 1.3 millimeter separation is what I used for this guy here. For this here is what I used, the 1.3. That was with that setting. And you can kind of see, I'm trying to get the light to show you all of the imperfections if you want to see any. And then on the inside, because it was rails down, that's kind of what it looked like. So 1.3 touched the frame too much. So by taking it off and even putting it to like 1.5 or 1.6 or 7, in the past, this, like, it looks like glass in there, like on the wall, and that will typically look like that all in there by taking the support out just a little bit more. Also, when I do the supports, because I do rails down, you can kind of see right where like the slide lock spring goes right in there. I remove support from that. I don't want support to go down in that little hole because it's a pain to get it out. So yeah, 1.3 there. No, 1.3, not 0.13, but 1.3 is what it is. So cool, awesome. Thanks for the hashtag diamond. I'll get you in there in just 1 second. Cool, I got both of you guys, and I'll let it go for a couple more minutes. But check this out with so we were talking about 3D printing. So I came across this, and this may be like the future of 3D printing. Who knows? But this is 5D printing. So like I said, we have the X, the Y, the Z, and now if you look on here, this is on a Prusa, by the way. They have this thing here that'll turn it that way, and then it also, like, it spins it 2 different ways. And so this is for supportless printing. It says right there, support. So right now they're going to print this weird pillar with these wings on it without support. So you can see it turns itself, and now it's going to print these like wings. And they have different bases, so you can put different things on there, but I'm sure they have a base that would fit like one of these here. Probably that. I don't know if they'd have one yet that would fit your rails like that, but supportless printing. This is insane. So that's what it looks like. That's the piece that came out. And here's kind of like a little bit of up close, kind of like what it looks like a little bit. But that's just crazy. You could do two different materials on each other here. Anyways, it's a structural strengthening. It's an interesting video and an interesting article. I'll pop it over at the forum a little bit later tonight or tomorrow. But I saw that and I was like, whoa, that's something different. It's kind of close to like resin printers, I guess maybe. Oh, you use 0.3. Okay. How is 0.3 for you? Is that still easy to remove? Yeah, how much for it though, right? A lot, probably. I don't know. I didn't say a price. I'll research a little bit more on that. But that's crazy. Just that someone designed that. And the video was longer. I just cut it off because I didn't want to put like another 4 or 5 minute video on here. I know You know, we're already pushing 40 minutes almost, and you guys are hanging around for these Rook rails. So we'll kind of do that. Let me get over to the wheel and let's do a spin. So let's see, we'll do tree wanted in. Hanging, Nick. All right, last chance to get in for the double diamond 3.5 pound connector. You'll have a couple more seconds before we spin that wheel. And just want to make sure I got everybody in there. Yeah, it probably does cost at least $9,000. It's insane. I am kind of stoked for Prusa's their new printer to come out. That huge, like the XL, I think is what it's called or something. That's like $2,000 or $4,000, depending how many interchangeable head things you get on it. That looks pretty cool. But I'm interested to see what their like MK4 is going to look like, because right now their newest one out is the MK3S Plus. So the 4 is just next in line. And all right, so I got 3 people. So Nico, Tree, how's it happening? You guys are all in for the 3.5 pound double diamond connector. And I don't think I missed anybody. 1, 2, 3. And let's see. Cool. All right, then let's pop this up and let's spin. We'll turn that off. We'll get the wheel up. And the wheel left. Come back. Cool. All right, we got the wheel back. Cool. All right. So if I don't have your info, head over to the forum. There is a good messaging system now where I can get your info. Send me your address or wherever you want me to send this to, and I will get it out to you tomorrow. And let's spin. Good luck. All right, how's it happening? Your name was a little longer, so I abbreviated it HIH. But I think you are the Donald Hump in the forum. So awesome. Send me your info on the forum. Let me know where you want me to send this, and this will be on its way. Nice win. So let's kind of clear that up. And I'm glad to be back. Cool, guys. So I'm posting, there's a couple new things over at the forum as well. Just kind of adding a couple of resources. Got some from Michelle as well. I'm going to post over there. So thank you very much. And let's see, where are we pushing? Pushing 40 minutes. You guys have any other questions? Anything else you want to kind of go over? I know there's kind of a lot going on with like the Supreme Court right now. You know, a lot of 2A stuff. Let's say I'm not going to dive super deep into that this time. I'm kind of waiting to see what comes of it rather than kind of speculate. So yeah, just kind of be aware there are some things kind of going on over there. Yep, you got it. How's it happening? All right, I guess we will start the entry process. We got 5 people in here right now. We'll start the entry process. So if you want this set right here of Rook Tactical rear rails, not even open, comes with a sticker, sweet made in the USA sticker, comment down below. You can comment, what is it? Hashtag Rook. Let's see what it says. I think it's hashtag Rook in the comments, and we will get you over for this right here. Awesome. Ohio just passed constitutional carry. Yeah, I read about that. That's fantastic. I wish more states would do that. That's I have a funny video on you know what? No, I didn't. I'll play it next time. I'll play the a funny video for you. Speaking of constitutional carry next time. Awesome. Sprink, got you in. Glad to have you. Thanks for joining us. Tree, got you in. You guys know about these rooks. I don't know if everyone here knows about these things, but you guys sure know about them. They did recently have the PF45 rails in stock. Hopefully you guys were able to get some if you got that. They sold out super fast. And I think the most consistent vendor for me right now getting parts in is Midwest. They've gotten in the G20, G21 trigger bars and the trigger assembly. Today they had in G43 trigger housings. I missed that one. I got it, and 5 minutes later I went on it and they were all sold out. So tried to get some of those for you guys, but I missed the boat on that one. All right. Well, Sprink and Tree, you guys are the only ones right now for Rook. Anybody else want in? It's going to be a battle to the death. These are awesome. I'm not even sure if they're in stock right now with Rook. I do have a couple more pairs, so maybe we'll give another one of these away. When we give away the Gledhill, maybe we'll do two things that night. We'll do the Gledhill and one of these people, or one of these rails for people that tune in. So Sprink, Tree, I think we may spin with just you guys. How's it happening? You should get in. Oh, they're out. Okay. You should get in on this while you can. And if you haven't used these Rook rails, if you print any Glocks or build any Glock stuff, these are the rails to use. Don't mess around with the P80 rails that they send out. These are definitely the rails to use for it. So you missed the 20 trigger. Nick, I think, didn't you win a 20 trigger? Was it last week or the week before? No, that wasn't you, was it? That was man, if I saw his name, I'd recognize it. Anyways, so let's see. Oh, the next person joined. 2 people left. Good luck, guys. We're gonna go ahead and spin this Tree and Sprink. Good luck. Here we go. All right, Tree. Look at that. Oh, how's it happening, man? Shoot. I don't know if there's a lag or what. I'll get you in on the next one, though. I will get you in on the next one. But Tree, congrats. Great win. These are some good rails. We don't got to talk them up. So congrats on that. Yeah, fighting the keyboard, autocorrect. It was like Rook. It was probably saying took, nook, book, cook, all that stuff. I'll get you on the next one. We got plenty more sets we're going to be giving away. So, yep, you got it. Congrats. Send me or wherever you want me to send you those rails in the form. And like I said, I'm going to the post office tomorrow, so I'll get those out tomorrow. Hopefully before they pick up their shipments. So I typically try to get over there around noon, 1 o'clock, so it still goes out same day. We'll see. Anyways, you guys got any other questions? Kind of anything else you want to kind of go over, talk about? So we did 3D printing a little bit. So I'll get that funny video for you guys next week on constitutional carry. I was debating on playing it tonight, but I was like, no, we already got enough stuff. Yeah, it does lag about a minute. I tried to change that this time. Is the stream still skipping for you guys at all? Because I went back and I tried to watch the last one and it was like cutting out and skipping pretty constantly. So I'm trying to play with the settings of OBS to see if I can get it to where it doesn't lag and skip out. And I'm also trying to reduce the latency is what it would be called, but to where it doesn't lag for a minute. Like I don't mind it lagging for 5 or 10 seconds, but a minute is kind of a bit much, especially when we're trying to do like these live giveaways and stuff, there's like that awkward minute of silence where, I just kind of got to sit here and look and look and look and hope. And then at some point I just got to say, hey, we're going. So, okay, so it is lagging for Sprink a little bit. You got to keep watching the live button. Interesting. Okay, well, this next week I will really research kind of the settings. I think it's a setting in here I can adjust. So I got super fast internet here, so that's not that. I'm sure it's a setting. I'll research that to make it to where it's better for kind of everybody. So sorry about that. And then I'm also going to, so YouTube blocked, I think, the last stream because copyright issues of some stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm still going to stream on YouTube. Once YouTube is done though, after the stream, within the following couple days, I'm going to upload that stream over to the forum. So if you ever can't find a stream, it'll be in the video section of the forum. You can always go back there and watch previous streams. So that's how we're going to beat that one. I'm glad I have my own private server. Take that, YouTube. Anyways, yeah, so it's skipping for you too, Nick. Man, I'm sorry. Okay. So some people it is, some it's not. I'll fix it, hopefully. Anyways, guys, yeah, again, I appreciate it. Next week, let's give away. So I know, Nick, you said you needed that trigger for the G20, so we'll give away a trigger for the 20, the trigger bar, like we did last week. So we'll give another one of those away next week for people that tune in. And I don't know, maybe a trigger housing or something. I might have an extra 43 trigger housing somewhere. I'll have to look. But we'll give away 2 things. I don't know. I'll find something. Anyways, all right. Well, if you guys got nothing else, then thanks for tuning in, guys. Had fun spinning this wheel. I can't wait to see this wheel with, 10, 15, 20 names in it. Or once we get some of those other auctions kind of filled up, that's going to be pretty fun. What auctions, do you guys want any specific stuff over there? I'm still trying to find the complete parts kits for the 20s and the 21s. But so far, that's really the only feedback that I've gotten. So let me know what you guys want over there. I'm trying to get a hold of a CL frame also. And I'm thinking maybe, I don't know. Maybe for 4th of July, or I want to do it before 4th of July. So I'll try to look and see what kind of holidays are kind of coming up, but maybe we'll try to give away a CL frame as well. Trying to get a hold of one of those. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. Until next week, stay safe out there, stay vigilant, and I'll catch you guys next week. Have a good night, guys. Thanks.